Hello humans, potatoes, spuds, and everything else marvelous that exists in this realm. My name is Juicemila and welcome back to my channel. So you know what, I've never really been like one of those, YouTubers that are like, let me do a makeup tutorial, because like I don't really do makeup all that great. As you guys can see, I'm fresh faced, just literally came out the shower because I wanted to show you guys like my most natural dry lips and everything. Like my lips right now, like it doesn't even look like it, but they are dry. They are dry. So whilst I'm doing this get ready with me, I'm gonna, do a little story time, tell you guys about, my experience on learning to finally love myself as a human being and how I am. This is me at my eggiest. Okay, so usually I start off with some coconut oil. Like sis, this cost me like £1. I think it was like £1 something. I'm not too sure. I think it was a bit more than that actually. But this stuff is amazing. Like coconut oil is it. Like I've got like really, my skin can break out so easily. So I can't just use like any cream, as you guys can tell. Like I've got like spots forming on my forehead. I don't know if you guys can see it properly. But yeah, and that's all just because I was eating sweets. That's why I avoid eating sweets. Because whenever I do eat sweets, my skin breaks out horribly. Okay, so whilst I'm applying this cream, I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I do. Because, when you put coconut oil on your skin, it just, on your hand, it just melts. And usually, because it's summer, I don't do it, but like usually during the winter I will mix either a bit of like Johnson's baby oil and some coconut oil on my skin. But because it's pretty hot and I get sweaty really easily, I'd rather avoid that and just apply the coconut oil on my skin as it is before I apply anything else. I usually don't even wear that much makeup, truthfully. I hardly ever actually wear makeup unless like I've got somewhere to go, or when I'm feeling a bit bougie, when I'm filming a video, I'd apply a little bit of makeup. But usually I'm a natural gal. That sounded so cringe. Like kudos to all those girls who actually, wake up with the energy to get ready every single day, have that popping highlighter, have their makeup, eyelashes, everything on fleek. That ain't me. It's not. Okay, so since I applied the cream, let me start the story before I start applying anything else. I was never, like, people see me now and most people think I'm like super confident. I'm not. I am still very shy, especially when I meet people. Like, I'm literally a potato, but I love meeting new people. Like, once I start talking, I don't stop. I can talk for the UK and Angola within itself. I was never a really, like, confident person growing up. I didn't really used to like being my own skin tone, and yeah, so, oh. The heck? Yeah, I'm running out of eyeliner. I need to buy a new one. I use this, this is like expired. All my makeup is expired. I've had this for about a year, and yeah, because I don't really wear makeup all that much, so I usually only do my eyebrows sometimes. But oh my god, my hands are hella oily, Yeah, I was never really like a confident person, like I've had like major insecurities about myself, about being my race, and it sounds ridiculous, like it sounds so stupid, like how can somebody just like simply hate being black? And I think it wasn't really a case of hating being black, I just hated being me. Like growing up, I've always just wanted to be somebody else. I always used to say like, oh, I would even like, I got to a point, yeah, where I would even lie about like my race, tell people that I'm like mixed, because, I just didn't see the same reaction. Like, when someone says, oh, I'm from here and I'm half here and half there, people are like, oh wow, like, but when you're just like, oh, I'm Angolan, it's I don't know, I just always used to see it just like a bit dead. And that's why unfortunately, the younger version of myself thought it was a good idea to basically reinvent my entire identity, and that backfired like real quick. Like, sis, that backfired real quick. So I recommend you guys just like, by the way, to all those like makeup guru people out there, don't judge me. I am no makeup guru. This is how I apply my makeup. I'm sure not every girl does the whole like that ain't me. You came to the wrong channel. But yeah, I've always kind of like had a struggle in you know, working with self-confidence and just liking myself for who I was. Like, I've always been a chunky girl, like I've always been a big girl, and you know, it was besides my insecurities of, you know, being my own race. Let me go grab a brush because, by the way, this is not sweat, it's just the shadow of my ring light. Anyway, after explaining that, let me tell you guys about a little thing that I do, because this is I use this brush to put in my concealer and this to blend out my eyebrows, so it's like a two-way anything works for me. I've just never been like super confident in myself. I've just always just kind of hated being myself, and I was just doing the most. Like when I was younger, I was doing like everything just to kind of get attention, and I don't know if it was because I wanted people's empathy, or I don't really know what was going on with me, you know. It was just a bit, you know, obviously, like, I think I had to kind of go through that phase in my life for me to grow and become the Juice Mila that I am now. Because I think definitely if I hadn't gone and the things that happened to me when I was younger didn't happen, I would, you know, I would have never learned my lesson. Like, I'm a person who, I wait till the situation is like real bad for me to realize that, bro, it's time for you to skidit and leave the situation, exit the room. Also, the concealer that I use is a Pro Conceal. Like this is like my tea. Like, I love using it. It's really gentle. As you guys can see, I'm already starting to sweat. This is what I mean when I said that I was sweaty. Like, I am a sweaty person. It's disgusting. Well, it's not disgusting, it's normal. But yeah, and I think eventually I got to a point in my life where, you know, I started changing and kind of taking care of myself a little bit more. Obviously, when I was 15, I would not necessarily say that I was like the most girliest person, because I most definitely was not. And yeah, I think I started to change, and I would just, I don't know, if you guys watch my previous videos, sorry, my hands are shaking. If you guys watch my previous videos, you will realize that I don't even sound the same. Like, bearing in mind, this was when I was in uni, okay? Like, not so long ago. That video was done like 3-4 years ago, I think. And I'm trying to do this voice, like trying to, how did it sound? It sounded so buzz. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't sound like that, you know? And I was just trying to, it's just, I was still, and I am still, like, you know what, like, people are changing and developing all the time. Like, you're growing all the time, and I think that, I don't know, I think from the ages like 12 up until 19, your brain just works like really, for some people, and especially in my case, my brain was moving mad. Like, I was so desperate to find a boyfriend, and I was just doing the most. And obviously, it wasn't even about doing the most. Sometimes it was just me being led on by guys. And because I'm a person, like, I grew up, like, I know what I wanted. Like, when I started speaking to a guy, I would speak to them with the intention to, like, be in a permanent relationship. And a lot of people, especially here in the UK, like, it's not seen as normal. But like in Angola, where I'm from, like, I was brought up in like a very traditional household, and I'm sure it's not just Angola, there's probably other countries. Like, when you meet a man, that man is for you to, like, you know, spend the rest of your life with, or, you know, have a serious relationship with, and that's something that's not really common here. So I think I ended up coming across as really needy to some guys, or just like, you know, like I was expecting too much, but that really was not the case. I think maybe to them, because they're not used to that, it felt like I was just like trying to pressure them, when, you know, if any of you guys are watching this video, that was really not my intention. So sorry. But yeah, man, let me just blend this. I blend this with my finger. Like guys, I owe I owe a few brushes, but I literally only use 2. Like I use this one to blend in the concealer first time, then I use this bottom one to blend in the rest of the concealer on my face, and I use the big one to blend in the foundation. But yeah, that was my situation, and that's why I think as well that I've struggled with dating, because like a lot of, I'm sure there's like English guys who are still very traditional, but the ones that I've met just wasted my time, I'm telling you. So for me to finally get to a point where I was like confident to like, you know, a point where I don't need to emotionally rely on anybody, I think that phase kind of came when I turned around 20 years old, when I met my partner. And it's strange because like, I'm talking about not being emotionally dependent on somebody, but yeah, I became more confident because of being with somebody. And I feel like he's the kind of person, without getting too much into details because I'm not about to share too much of my personal life, but he's just a person who really supports me. Like he really builds me up, and he really encourages me to be my own person. Like he's not like one of those boys who's like constantly like with baloney. Like if I ain't doing something right, he will full on tell me like, sis, fix up. So I think he's one of the reasons, but I think like my main reason as to why and how I became really confident, not really confident, but like more confident within myself, is me. Like, you know, I just got to a point in my life where I just kind of like had enough of having my time wasted. Like I was in a situation with somebody and they wasted my time, and I think, you know, kudos to him, because thanks to him I actually finally figured out my own self-value, you know. Like I've got no hatred towards this person, but if I am as confident as I am, it's because of that situation that I lived in. Like I don't need nobody but myself, you know, and I've always had my own back. There's obviously like, I'm not going to discredit the people who have been there for me, you know, that's people you keep around. And as well, I think like your attitude towards life and certain things, it really depends on like the kind of people you hang around with as well, you know. Like some people can be super toxic, like super toxic people, and sometimes it's not their fault, innit? They're going through situations themselves. Like, you know, you don't know what people are going through in life, you know what I mean? You don't know what people are going through in their life, so it's like, it's really difficult for me to understand. But like, you know, when people are being toxic, they don't realize they're being toxic. And sometimes the best thing you can do the moment you start seeing toxic behavior is take yourself out of that situation. I'm not speaking about anyone in particular, I'm just speaking about, you know, certain people, certain music and certain environments that I was putting myself in the past. But yeah, so I think at the end of the day, without sounding cliche, if I have the confidence that I have now, I've got life and God to thank for. Well, and my partner, but I've got life and God to thank for, because life is a lesson. You're always learning, you are always growing. Like, I'm never going to be perfect, you know, even though I'd like to believe so. I'm never going to be perfect, and I'm happy with that, you know. This is me trying to be, oh, you know, YouTube guru, you know, they do these little squigglets on their face. And I'm trying to do the little squigglets. Normally, I just do like a little bit thingy, but, you know, we trying to be bougie out here. So I want to do that today. But yeah, you know, life is an interesting one. Sometimes when you least expect it, God be blessing you, and when you're a good person, all that's good will come back to you, and that's just that. Even when some people don't appreciate the goodness that you've done for them, at least God can see that, you know. As long as you yourself as a person know what you've done, that's really all that matters, because whether people are going to credit you or discredit you or not, that's them, innit? I don't, like, I've just come to a point in my life where I just really don't care. Like, if you want to talk to me, then talk to me. If you want to be my friend, then be my friend. If you're going to shade me, then you do that. Like, I just don't have time. Right now, I'm so focused on my life. I'm so focused on projects, and I'm so focused on myself and my family and everyone around me that I love so much, that I just really don't care what people have to say or what to do, you know? And I think that's an attitude that a lot of people need to learn to have, because, you know, I'm big 22 years old. Like, I'm turning 23 in 2 months. I do not have the time all day to be dealing with shenanigans and people's drama. Like, if you're gonna come to me with toxic behavior, teleport to the other exit. Do not enter this realm. Get out. You guys must be thinking, this girl, she blends like, girl. Like I said, I don't really use that much makeup. If I'm doing this, because I want to show you guys like my usual routine when I do apply makeup. So this is kind of what I do. You know what? Sometimes I avoid blending here because it just, I don't want my face to look like a mask. But because, you know, sometimes as a girl, you tend to have a tash, like, you know, like a normal person. We females, we grow facial hair too. But yeah, man, long story short, I came from a place where I basically used to hate being my own race. I used to hate being myself, to come into a place where I truly do not care. Like, I don't care if someone likes me. I don't care if people are gonna comment, because what I'm doing in my life only I know. So you can talk as much as you want to talk. You can say what you want to say. You don't know what's happening in my life. That's it. Nowadays, I am proud to say that I am an Angolan African woman with my 4C hair. Even though sometimes I used to say that I did not, because I was not proud of my hair. But you know what? Listen, the moment you start accepting yourself for how you are and you start forgetting, like, I'm being so cheesy, but you know what? Here's the cake, eat it up. I'm feeling cheesy today, you know? I just want people to love themselves a lot more. Like, sometimes, I'm not going to mention anybody because I ain't trying to be shady, but sometimes I just be seeing people on social media and I'm just like, bro, you, like, is it that deep? I know everyone is on a different journey, and I'm just thankful that I have full on found myself, you know? And I really, really and truly just wish like all the best to people, whether they were in my life or are not in my life anymore. Like, even when I stop talking to people, like, I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, I hate this person, like, I want this to happen. No, I'm really not like that. I'm really positive as a human being, and if you surround yourself with positivity and are positive, I know I've said positivity like 100 times now, but on a serious thing, once you start being a bit more positive in life and thinking more positive about people, even those who have harmed you, you are gonna see things change. Like, even because I don't really like speak to certain people anymore, like, I remember those people for the good times, you know, for the good times that I've had with those people. Like, I don't hold any ill will towards anybody, because life is life, innit? Things happen, people shift, people change, and that's just that. All you gotta do is accept it. Now, you know, I ain't got no Morphe brushes, but I've got this thing. This works for me. So, you know, I just like to kind of blend my makeup out with this. Let me just see closely. I want you guys to have a proper look at my face. Now, before I apply mascara, I like to bake. I am not going to tell you guys what I used to bake my face, because you're all going to roast me. So, you know, let's just act like it's like, I don't know, something from Juvia's Place, some expensive brand. Let's just act like it's that. I look like a crazy person. But, yeah, man. Life is... I think in life you just have to learn that at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you need to have your own back more than you have anyone else's back. And that does not mean turn your back to people, but you need to be emotionally prepared to grab yourself, because I've had to do that many times in my lifetime, and I think that's probably why right now I'm really good at doing so. But yeah, it's happiness is, you guys see I use this brush for everything, like everything. Yeah, so in life you just have to learn to move, learn to live, and that's that. That is that. Be prosperous. Start that business that you've always wanted to start. Start that diet you've always wanted to start. Just do you, boo. Ain't nobody got time to I don't know. No one's got. I don't have time for negative energy, and I really think that people should stop giving that kind of stuff their energy. There's more to life, you know. There's a whole world out there with opportunities, and you need to stop allowing the people around you to tell you that you can't do something, because you're never going to get anywhere. That's just that. I went for a phase, like, I love, sorry, this is really off topic, but I went through a phase where I was wearing so much dark lip gloss, lipstick. Like, I love dark colours. A lot of people used to actually think I was an emo. I didn't know how wearing dark colours makes you an emo, but I just enjoy dark colours. You know? Now we have to put in a little bit of gloss. This is like a gloss I got from, you know, a local store. Cost me like $1.99, but this has my lipstick, my lip gloss popping. Like, to me, lip gloss is essential. Like, if I'm not gonna wear makeup, I have to wear lip gloss. Like, is it even a look if you don't wear lip gloss? Ugh. You know what? I'm actually so scared that I'm gonna edit this footage and I'm gonna look so crusty, because I can't even, like, I don't ever do my makeup like this, you know. Too much lip gloss is never too much lip gloss. Yeah, so now time for some mascara. My sister gave me this, but it's from Primark. It may be cheap mascara. As you guys can see, I'm a cheap queen. I like to economize, reuse, reduce, recycle. That's my motto, that's my quote. I would put eyelashes on. I'm not really an eyelash girl. Like, I've worn individual eyelashes before. I actually prefer them because I don't have to constantly like put them on and take them off, because I'm a person that when I do apply false eyelashes on myself, like, I tend to try and take them off. Like, I'll put them on before I go out on a night out with my friends, and then by the time it hits 12 o'clock, like, it's gone. Ooh, sorry y'all. I need to get my eyebrows done. I'm not gonna lie, like, I literally just put concealer on it to cover up the brow, but let me just do my hair and show you guys my final look. So, like I said, guys, in life, you know, things happen, you grow, and as long as you grow from them and actually apply it to the rest of your life, sis, that's all that should be important to you, innit? Like, but yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time and my get ready with me. Now I'm actually gonna go wash this off because I don't, you know, it's really hot, and this is gonna feel sticky. I'll probably like take a few selfies, which I'm gonna post on my Instagram, which is Mila Dominguez. So do go give me a follow if you guys wanna have, you know, be up to date from whenever I post a new video. I'm about to post a new video. But yes, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and well, don't forget to subscribe before I finish off this whole thing. But yes, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, and see you guys next week.